Come on, let's give it for Helen Zia. Come on. Our movement leader. I had the joy and privilege to work with her brother because we started Asian Americans for Justice in the Bay Area. And like she said, when you said we didn't have email, we actually handed out flyers. And I brought a few of you who've never seen it before. Only for some of you. I don't have enough for everyone. It's got Ed Lee's picture in there. Because he was part of the team. So you're in this. So I only got a few, but what came out of the movement? We got 2 Asian American mayors, right? Okay, what came out of the movement in the Bay Area was 2 mayors, okay? Ed Lee and Jean Kwan was the secretary, okay? I was the treasurer because they didn't trust anyone else with the money. I'm Reverend Norman Fong, and I'm just a Chinatown guy that never left. I've been arrested 100 times on different issues because for me, solidarity means joining other people's struggles. You got to join the struggle. One of the greatest joys I have in life is to work with grassroots people to fight, like Mrs. Lily Chen. She touched our hearts. And I promised her that we would always remember her son too. So we've been doing this litany. It's a lousy one, okay? I'm not an artist that good. But I wrote it in 1983 for the first anniversary. 10th anniversary, we did it at Portsmouth Square, in the big square. The 20th anniversary, we did it at the Japanese Culture Center. And this year, where are we doing it? Right here. So all I have to do is be the people. We gather now to remember Vincent Chin. We gather today 3 decades later to remember his mother's cry for justice. We gather in the spirit of hope and love. We gather as a community. Committed to racial and social justice. We gather with commitment in our hearts. This is our time of community renewal. We will never give up the fight. The fight for an inclusive society that treats all people as one. Vincent Chin's last words were, "It isn't fair." Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." And people who fight for justice anywhere helps the cause of justice everywhere. Remember Vincent Chin. The pain, the hope, the hate, the love, the cries of injustice, our striving for fairness. But most of all, remember the struggle for justice lives on. All right. So I'm not an artist, but it's still useful. I had the chance, thanks to Eric Martin, to read it with the audience at the Board of Supervisors. And they weren't going to let me. You're not supposed to be talking, I guess, at City Hall, but what the heck. And it just so happened, by accident, there were a lot of African-American students there because they were honoring a student. Remember, who was being honored? Commissioner, yeah. And so I asked them to help. And when they heard the story of Vincent Chin, they go, "Oh, that's our story every day." You know? And so they shouted and they did it. It was really cool. The movement, it's just growing. I mean, some of us are old, right, Pam? We've been at it a while. And some of us took it, like I said, I couldn't believe Ed Lee. You know, he was an activist, man. I mean, he helped us lead the Pingyun strike, public housing strike. Garment Workers got arrested. I got to work with him. And then Jean Kwan was the secretary. Jean's now having hard times, though, in Oakland. That's kind of, well, anyway. But let me tell you this. If you say, who's Vincent Chin in Chinatown, maybe a lot of people don't know except for the youth. But if you say Chen Goyan, that's his Chinese name, everybody knows, right? And the movement has been translated to the next generation. I'm proud of that, from the tenants and the workers in Chinatown. Okay, what we have now is a very activist Chinatown. What the movement of Vincent Chin, the hearts poured out, Mrs. Lily Chen crying out to all the Bay Area and everywhere else across the country really touched the hearts of people. And today we're here to celebrate that. And I'm thankful that me and Helen and Pam, I guess we're the older ones still here. But the one thing that changed my life forever was Vincent Chin and his mom. And I promised back then that I would never leave the community. My role is to be cheerleader for the movement in the community. And there's a lot of room for help, okay? So if any of you want to do grassroots activism on a day-to-day basis, let me know. We don't pay much, but, you know, and I'm very proud that the Asian American community overall is more activists. And we're in the face of a lot of things. And so you should celebrate that. I want to end with this movement song of the 70s that was hot in the 80s. And it's very easy. And hopefully you'll remember this one. New York, Chris, Yokohama, California. Let's see if you know it. Shake your head if you know this one, right? That means you're old. But we should rebuild the movement. Okay, we are the children of the migrant workers. We are the offspring of the concentration camps. Sons and daughters of the railroad builders. And we will leave our stamp on America. Yeah, go get that song.